I'm Sophia Giles. I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It's my third trip up this year.
Third trip, wow. So this is important. So this march is the March for Truth. So what's the truth you want to see revealed or?
The truth, period. I want to see his tax returns. I want to know everything about Russia. And I recently saw that documentary, the guy who runs the political part of it, who just stands there and admits to lying and talking about fear.
Right.
What the hell's his name? Steve Good?
Steve Bannon?
No.
Not Steve Bannon.
No, he's done nothing but a political analyst.
Okay.
But he's the one that with Reagan started lying and fear-inducing, and win at all costs. Truth be damned. And that's what Trump does. It's just one lie after another, and it pisses me off. And I'm really pissed off that people are upset and offended by Kathy Griffin. That does not offend me. I mean, I don't even find it particularly funny, but it offends the crap out of me for the President of the United States to stand up there and lie about fucking everything from numbers coming out to climate change, everything. He's just an egotistical bastard. He's always been a pompous ass. I never watched his show. I don't understand why people did. I understand.
It's entertaining, I guess.
I understand playing to people's fears.
Yes.
But it's very, very hard to change people who have misinformation and believe it. Somebody who's uninformed, you can easily take them down a path, but people who have been brainwashed by Fox News and absolute bullshit, real fake news, it's very hard. I mean, they'll stand there and it'll be pouring down rain, and you're like, it's raining, and they're like, no, it's not.
Well, I think Trump said that as inauguration, like the sun came out, and you can see Melania there sitting on
bullshit. It did not.
Right. Yes.
And we were up here then, and we know our crowd was way bigger.
Yes. Someone I just interviewed said that he took the photos from the Women's March and he put it up and said that was his inauguration numbers. A picture of it.
With pink hats and all.
Yes,
pussy
you're
hats.
right. That is actually quite funny.
Have any of you heard of the Women's March?
Yeah.
Well, all right. I guess we're starting, but thank you so much.
Well, thank you for what you're doing. We have to document this.
I'm trying. I want to amplify voices.
If you have arrived recently, a reminder that after all the speaking is done today, we will be going back there. Where will we go?
Back there!
To do an aerial photo of all of us arranged in the words, "Investigate Trump."
Woo!
Before our next speaker, one more extremely ambitious, complicated chant, if you'll bear with us. So we thought we would do this. We say a line, you say the same line, and then we go to the next one.
Just repeat after us.
8 lines. Prepare yourselves. Can we do it?
Yeah!
Can we do it?
Yeah!
Can we do it?
Yeah!
Great, now that wasn't the chant. Okay. Jared Kushner, Carter Page.
Jared Kushner, Carter Page.
Kislyak is all the rage.
Kislyak is all the rage.
Manafort and Roger Stone.
Manafort and Roger Stone.
All your covers getting blown.
All your covers getting blown.
Jeffrey Sessions, Michael Flynn.
Jeffrey Sessions, Michael Flynn.
Tell your boss the fix is in.
Tell your boss the fix is in.
All these lies are so uncouth.
All these lies are so uncouth.
We will march till we get truth.
We will march till we get truth.
That was amazing. You are amazing. Give yourself a round of applause. Our next speaker.
Why you're here, or just tell me, why are you here today?
We're here today because we're horrified and appalled at what's happening in our government, and we think that Trump is at best compromised and at worst actively colluding with the Russians to break up the NATO alliance in the West that has held more or less a somewhat peaceful global situation for the last 70 years, and that needs to stop.
Right. And before that, we had devastation and disaster and almost the collapse
World
of the world.
wars.
World wars.
Yes, exactly. And genocide. And it's not that those things have gone away, but at least NATO kept things calmer in the West, at least.
And kind of gave humanity something bigger to strive for.
Yes,
Our
yes.
better
Like the
selves,
Paris
perhaps.
Agreement, where
Right.
everyone, literally
Right.
everyone,
It needs everyone to achieve our destiny. I think
everyone
all of us
came
need
together.
Not everyone. But
Okay.
Israel and Palestine did agree on that.
Israel and Palestine agreed on it. Like, when you know something with Israel and Palestine are both like, yeah, actually, we're on board with that. Like, that's
Right.
huge.
That is huge.
And the only reason Nicaragua wasn't on board because they thought it was too weak, which they're right, but still, like, they're actually now talking, I think, about getting on board with it. I'm not sure.
Well, I heard somewhere where they said Nicaragua actually wanted more stringent.
They do. They thought the Paris Agreement was too weak,
too
and that's
weak.
why they wouldn't sign on to it. And
So-
Syria, obviously, is kind of occupied with
It's
other
in
issues.
chaos.
But fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, and utter
But
destruction.
for the U.S. to pull out after all of this negotiation, years and years of work by thousands of people to put together something that everyone could agree on, out of just, like, I don't know, childishness? There seems to be no actual reason for it.
It does seem like Trump is just sticking his middle finger up to the world.
He's just happy to make people mad.
He just
wants
wants
to
to
make
do-
liberals mad, and his supporters just want to make liberals mad. They don't care if things are good or bad for them.
Right.
Their whole goal is to be racist and terrible and to make liberals mad.
And it's as if they're eating off the energy. It's as if they're feeding off our anger, our shock, our distress. It's
yeah,
as if
feeding
they
off the
love
nasty
it.
energy. It's,
Nasty energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like Zool in Ghostbuster 2 or whatever his name was.
yeah, like in Ghostbusters 2, when the
Oh,
the
go!
slime
Oh,
like
like-
gets the bad energy.
The bad energy, and now it's living in our White House.
So we need to bring in good things so that it can live off the good energy.
I know, like we could get Abe Lincoln.
Let's bring it back to life. Didn't that happen in, what was it, the museum? Those museum?
I never
Night of
saw
Museum?
those. It sounds about right.
It came
I
to
mean,
life, I think.
I feel like the
Walked around.
Statue of Liberty was, you know, awake.
Ghostbusters
And the-
2, yeah.
Okay, we need to awaken our better ghosts, not our horrible ones.
Not our current ones.
Not
We
our
need-
current ones. It's terrifying.
Let's do Lincoln and Washington and FDR, but not Jefferson.
And maybe a chick or two. Come on, all dudes, really? Maybe like Rosa Parks,
Rosa Parks would be good. Martin Luther
MLK,
King,
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X.
You just said chicks
John
and then you
Gandhi.
gave one chick. Excuse me, Anthony?
Excuse me, Anthony. Helen Keller, who was a nice little socialist at the end of her life too. Nobody ever talks about that, but Helen Keller was all for like socialist government.
Wow.
Love her stuff.
We do. We need to recall our history, our mistakes, and infuse wisdom into this moment in time.
Oh, also Barbara Jordan and Molly Ivins.
Okay.
If we're bringing back people.
Okay.
I love it. I love it. Let's
right.
bring them all back. We need an army of wisdom makers.